A week ago, I made a post after Jiu-Jitsu open mats about a guy that I got the better of, who usually got the better of me. Well, today, he was back at open mats, and he's still better than I am. I did not get the better of him today, which is totally fine, but I think that's funny and worth noting. So, that begs the question, was he just having a bad day last week? Did I have a bad day today? I didn't. I actually felt good today. So I think, whatever. It was what it was. And it'll probably happen again at some point. But after today, I can say that he's, if anything, last week was a fluke. I mean, I hope it wasn't, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But today was back to more of what it used to be, which is different from last week. So, anyway. I think that particular dynamic of me thinking one thing and then getting information that contradicts what I was thinking is happening a lot for me recently, certainly with respect to international events and also domestic events. But, I listen to a lot of podcasts and am constantly being challenged. And I was talking to a friend of mine who actually, he's one of the smartest people I know, and I really value his insight because he's a liberal, but he's a true liberal. Like, he's an old school liberal. Like, we're the same age, so we're almost 50, and we grew up in the Northeast, which is probably the only sane political region in the country, or close to being sane. And so he's a real liberal. He's not he's probably, I don't know, progressive is probably liberal. He's not, you wouldn't call him woke, He's just like an old school liberal. And he's really the first person on the left that I've had a sane, intelligent conversation with in a while. Probably partially because I live in California. And I typically, like most of my life, I've listened to public radio. I've taken a break from listening to public radio here, if not permanently, then at least partially, because I think that they claim to be nonpartisan or non-biased reporting, and they're definitely biased towards the left. I think I might have said that already. So I don't appreciate the fact that they're not honest about being biased to the left. But listening to him was very interesting because it was the most intelligent and the first really sane kind of left of center viewpoint on politics that I've heard in a long time. More often recently, the conversations and viewpoints that appeal to me are more right of center. Certainly not far right, hopefully not far right, but certainly right of center. So it was really refreshing to hear his view, and kind of a relief too. It just like reminded me that there are sane people on the left, which feels really rare these days. We need more people like him. And what I said to him in that conversation was, it's really refreshing to listen to you, but you're opening my mind to things that I either had forgotten or had not considered. And I said to him, like for the last year and a half, it feels like every day my opinion changes a little bit. Like I'll have an opinion, then I'll listen to something new, and it'll shift my opinion a little bit. And he said, that's what it should be. That's what sane people do. Like that's what it is if you're actually open to conversation and listening. And that was a revelation to me when he said that, because I was saying that my viewpoint shifts all the time. I was kind of sheepishly saying it, like I was a little embarrassed about it, like I wasn't more clear on exactly what I think. And when he said that's what it should be, it was like, oh, wait, so there's nothing wrong with the fact that I'm constantly seeing things from a different point of view than what I was seeing it from a minute ago? No, it's actually healthy. Oh, wow. That's really cool. So, yeah, those are interesting things. I'm sure that'll keep happening, especially as we get closer to the elections. But yeah, I wish there were more people like my friend who are as intelligent and well-read and rigorous in their scholarship as he is, and open-minded and sane. It's good to have sane people around. Somebody I feel I can trust.